Alright, hey guys, welcome back to No More Heroes 2, and this time we're gonna jump straight into the next ranking battle. So, basically, this is how the gameplay of the game works. You, select your next objective on the world map, and you're instantly transported there, unlike the first game, which had a kind of sandboxy environment. Anyway, we have the stages. We still have the cool, pressing the button to draw your sword, and the game is still trying to teach you stuff. So of course, because this is the beginning of the game, I'm using the strongest sword, and I have all the strength and health upgrades that you can get. I'm kind of destroying these early enemies really easily. This advantage does not last forever, because the thing is, New Game Plus doesn't let you get any stronger. So if you've already gotten all the health and whatever upgrades from your first playthrough, and then you do a bitter mode playthrough New Game Plus, you're gonna remain the same strength. So you're going to be really overpowered at the beginning, and then at the end of the game, you're going to be just as strong as you would have been doing this on bitter without having carried anything over, because you'll still have all the health and everything. That's Dark Side. That's a Dark Step or whatever it's called. I can't pull it off in this game. Like, I have no idea how to activate it. I do it by accident a couple of times. And this power up over here, if you hold minus, well, actually, you just have to press it. You enter this mode where your combos become really fast and really powerful, and you start just like, you become invincible and you really just don't give the enemies a chance. It's really cool. Unfortunately, I was too hasty to show it off, so I end up wasting it a lot in these early parts. And in addition, when you have Peony equipped, it's actually in your best interest not to just use it for the hell of it, because when the tiger in the corner indicates like your levels for key or something, I don't know. When it gets to max, you'll know, because the tiger is like glowing red and with a white outline. When the tiger is like this, Peony's gimmick is that not only is it really strong, but the more your key or whatever goes up, the longer it gets. So eventually it gets to have a really long range, so you end up being able to hit enemies from really far away. But unfortunately, I'm an idiot, and I was just like, well, it's the beginning of the game, I don't have to play well. And I didn't play well. But, I forgot what I was talking about before I started explaining game mechanics. Oh yeah, because you have, near the end of the game, you're going to be, you're not going to have that much of an advantage at all. You're going to be, like, just normal. And you're going to notice that I speed up, like fast forward a lot of things in these levels, and that's because as much as I love this game, it can get very monotonous and tedious at times. Usually, especially near the end of the game, they just send waves after waves of enemies at you, and they all take forever to kill, and they're all like, they're just annoying. It's not so bad now, but near the end of the game it gets really noticeable, and most of the final levels are going to be sped up quite frequently. And even some levels in the middle of the game, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick, but yeah, the game just likes throwing a lot of strong enemies at you at once. At the beginning of the game, as I've said before, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but yeah, it's not that bad at first. But near the end of the game, when the enemies start doing a lot of damage to you and comboing you and whatever, it's gonna be really annoying. The gunmen, that's a mistake that I make a lot near the beginning too. I keep accidentally pressing minus while I'm recharging my beam katana, which for some reason you're still allowed to go into whatever that mode is called. I don't know if it has a name. You're still allowed to use that power up. The issue with this is that I keep accidentally using up a full meter, so I get screwed over. At first I thought that it was like some problem where if you recharge your sword you'll automatically use it, but no, I was just being dumb. I think the very last time I do it is Margaret's stage, which is like one of the last ones. So I learn eventually, but until then it's going to be painful to watch. Anyway, this background song, one of my favorite songs on the OST, it's called The Riot. It's really cool, mad guitars and, you know, drums and shit. Oh yeah, and those, it's called the Ecstasy Gauge, that tiger. So, and those porno magazines fill it to the max, which is, I mean, it makes sense. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really feel the need to speed up or cut out too much now, but the last two stages in particular just stick out of my head as being really long. Also, when you're landing a death blow on an enemy, if you shake the remote, then a roulette will appear. And if you match 3 of the same on that roulette, it's a random chance, you'll get an Ecstasy Gauge power-up. But if your gauge is already... There we go! Speak of the devil. 3 bars is the strongest one, unfortunately. When you open up, like, the next exclamation point or whatever, like when you kill all the enemies in an area and the next area becomes accessible, you no longer become able to use those power-ups. The game automatically takes you out of them, and that happens a lot more often than you would think. Starting a power-up, but you just killed the last enemy, so it goes away. So I had a full Ecstasy Gauge, and the game just said fuck you. But the 3 bars is the strongest. There is a point in the game where I end up showing it off in its entirety, and it's glorious. But I won't spoil anything. I think I show off all of them at some point. I don't know. I don't know how many there are, but I used several. So anyway, we've got the next boss fight coming up here. You'll know when you see the red exclamation point that it's time for the boss. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm refilling my... Okay. So, yeah, boss time.
This must be karma. Travis touchdown.
Spare me the mystic crap. I came here to fight. Ah! Ah! Magnificent! Travis, the crownless king.
I see the rumors were true.
I don't know who's talking about me, but that nickname's all right.
Listen to me, your highness. These rankings mean nothing to me. Neither does my sect or the mob. My only true calling was to clash swords with you. That's why I joined this contest. I was starving for a worthy foe.
Then you're in luck. Because I'm as worthy as it gets. And I've got a shit ton of anger to work out.
That's what I like to hear. This is it. This is what I've been praying for. I'm weary of this gilded world. Oh, glitter, no soul. Save me from sorrow, crownless king. Thy sword and thy wrath will deliver me.
You should go easy on that crazy punch. How about I just cut you a new one?
We'll both do as divinity commands.
Hallelujah.
Alright, so we've got a boss battle against Joseph Kony over here. This background music, Nathan is our boss. It's also one of my favorite songs on the OST. It's just a really cool song. I can't even like define what genre it is. I don't know if I'm just genre retarded or what, but it's just a cool song to listen to while you're like walking around downtown or whatever. Or maybe that's just me. But anyway, so he has a relatively simple attack pattern. I find him a lot easier than Helter Skelter, or Skelter Helter, or whoever the first boss was. I can't remember his name ever, because I know that his brother was one, and then he's the other one. But Stelter, Helter, whatever. So anyway, basically he doesn't have that much HP. He has that move where he shoots the missiles at you, and then he has like, I don't even know what that move is that he keeps using, but it's easy to dodge because it's really close range. The missiles just roll around, and he spends a bit of time in the fight just walking around. He's not really anything special. However, while he might not be anything special, his arena is. Once he gets to certain checkpoints in his health, he'll do a little jig, and the arena will gain a new gimmick. The first one is lasers shot by those lion heads. Those lasers are annoying as fuck because they drain your battery faster than you would imagine. Every time you block, it drains your battery. They also do continuous damage like that, which keeps you stunned, meaning he can hit you. I decided to go with the Camellia Mark III, aka the Tsubaki Mark III, the ultimate sword from No More Heroes 1, because in this game, unlike the first game, No More Heroes 1 had 4 swords, Bloodberry and the 3 Camellias, and each sword is undeniably better than the last one. Some people argue that the Camellia Mark II has its advantages over the Mark III, but the Mark III still does more damage, and it has an upgrade for unlimited battery life. In this game, each sword has its ups and downs. For example, Peony undoubtedly does the most damage, however, it is also the slowest. But it also has the longest reach once you've been using it for long enough without getting hit. Tsubaki Mark III has decent battery life, but it attacks relatively fast. Rose Nasty is weak, but its combos are very long. And Bloodberry is surprisingly strong, but it also has the worst battery life by far, which makes it really not usable at all. I use it a couple of times just to show it. I use all those swords at least once, but I end up switching away from it right after because its battery life is so bad that like I'm gonna get killed if I keep having to stop attacking to recharge. Anyway, the other gimmicks are moving carpets, exploding shrubbery, and the dropping chandelier. So really, it's more his arena is annoying than he is. I think they added the arena because if they didn't, then he would have just been really pathetically easy. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. Music cool. I like his accent. I can't really pinpoint where the accent is from. Maybe somebody in the comments will know. But all in all, relatively simple fight. Shouldn't give you that much trouble. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Dead.
Congratulations on a fantastic victory! You are now ranked 50th!
Just 49 left. This is gonna take a while.
You were spectacular!
Better hurry. Like you said, I don't want anybody getting to that bat bastard first.
Look at you, Travis. Violence is the only way you can express yourself, no?
Oh, I'm in the zone, baby. Nothing's gonna hold me back.
Good. I'll arrange the next fight. It's going to blow your mind.
Can't fucking wait.
Alright, so yeah, we got the rank up sequence. It's dope. One of many 8-bit references in this game. Unfortunately, I don't play any of the minigames in this playthrough because I don't need to, and I hate most of them. I liked the cooking burgers one because it was easy and it made me a lot of money fast. But other than that, it was just hell. So, yeah.
Travis, it's me.
Who am I killing?
You'll see. It's definitely going to be unusual. Come to my office.
I have forwarded the directions to your map. I'm busy, so hurry up.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's time for the next ranking battle. Or, well, there's a cutscene before it. But I decided to piss around and waste time and show stuff that isn't really important to the game. So, I believe I started with Airport 51, which has some of the most interesting music in the game.
Yo, Halloween, man.
So yeah, Airport 51 is where you, Travis buys his clothes. I decided to just cut it out because I wasted a shit ton of time. But the music sounds like never mind. But yeah, I ended up changing my shirt, and then because I thought it said No More Heroes on it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I went back to Travis's house, or motel room actually, and I tried switching the, I switched my oh wait, no, first I went to Naomi's place. My problem with Naomi's place is that there's no upgrades or anything for any of the swords, and there's only 2 swords to buy. So once you've bought those 2 swords, there's nothing for you there. Well, actually I'm lying, there are 2 things for you there, but I'll leave you to guess what they are. For a true mindfuck, Naomi is apparently 60-something. Clearly the millions of dollars she extorted from you in the first game have gone towards a good cause. But, anyway, there are revenge missions in this game where you kill the people who killed Bishop. I didn't show them off because I didn't have to, because I already have the reward from doing it. Once you've beaten all of them, you get the option to take off Travis's jacket, so he just has a t-shirt on. I don't like this because, one, I like his jackets, especially the one I have on now, and he looks weird without one. So... But, I ended up changing my shirt back because it didn't say No More Heroes, so I just went back to my, like, anime one. Because, you know, the Killer Otaku or something.
Over here.
So, this is the UAA office?
Surprised?
Didn't think it would be so fancy, considering the nature of your work.
I'm an agent. Anything less would be uncivilized. Now, take a seat. Let's get started.
Right. So, who's next?
Charlie and his groupies.
Groupies? What's that supposed to mean? Thanks.
If I told you now, I'd ruin the surprise. Go see for yourself.
Fine. Whoever they are, I'll make sure they get a nice close-up of my beam katana.
All you feel is ecstasy when you kill. It's like you're getting off. Seriously. You need help.
Everybody deals with grief differently, right? Some people fuck at funerals. I cut off heads.
Do what you must, Travis.
Some people fuck at funerals, I cut off heads, is my favorite line of one of my favorite lines of dialogue from this game. And I'm sorry that I keep calling everything my favorite everything, but I like a lot of things about this game. So, anyway, next ranking battle, going to the Destroy University, and it's an interesting boss fight, to be sure. So we got I don't know what we have, to be honest. We've got enemies. We've got a lot of enemies. My problem with do I use Bloodberry? Yeah. Okay. So Bloodberry, really strong. Also, if you're wondering why whenever I first switch katanas, the sound effect doesn't play for a little bit, maybe I used some alternative methods of playing this game. I'll leave you to guess my meaning, but I acquired the game through certain procedures. So, anyway, of course, Bloodberry, shitty battery life. Gotta switch back to the peony. Just, you know, let's just stop embarrassing ourselves. Travis has a move where when an enemy is knocked down, you can walk over to them and stab them and instantly kill them. I didn't start using this move until, like, the last 2 stages of the game, and I don't know why. I think I'm just dumb. No, I am just dumb, because I can't explain it, but that happened. So I waste a lot of time, like, at the beginning of the game, because I don't take advantage of stuff that I can do to kill enemies, and it's just like, why? Anyway, we got speed up, because this level introduces the fat enemies, the fat class of enemies. Wow, they have a lot of HP. Not at the beginning of the game, obviously, but near the end of the game, they can take an entire full combo of that, the ecstasy gauge power-up, and still be alive. I think. I distinctly remember it. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But either way. Yeah, and they guard a lot, and they're just fuck. Like, and you can just smell the grease on their breath, and I don't like them. I don't like them one bit. This game really only has a couple of classic enemies, but it is better than the first game, which had like 1 or 2, because it had the guys in suits with various weapons, including beam katanas, but they all had the same general model. And we had the baseball players in that one level near the beginning. Yeah. Also, a frequent... okay, so in this game we've got the big, brawlic guys that grapple. We have the guys that walk around with, like, wrenches and stuff. We've got the fat guys. And we've got the, like, sneaky guys that fight like ninjas. I don't think they've been introduced yet. And, hey, look! One of the power-ups. 3 cherries gives you, infinite combos. Like, you don't do any finishers. You just repeatedly slash until everything's dead. It's... in my opinion, it's actually cooler... Actually, no. Because it sounds better than the one that you get by pressing minus, but, I don't think it tracks enemies, and, I don't know.
Charlie has countless girls on their hands and knees. A natural-born playboy, he's a celebrity of sorts. Even I caught myself checking him out. Just looking into his eyes, it got me hot. Charlie and his groupies have a bond that cannot be broken. So much that when their breathing is synchronized, it's a warning sign that would make even a lion shiver.
Alright, so sorry if if I end up, like, abruptly cutting off commentary right before a cutscene. I've marked off on my track where the cutscenes begin and end, but I have a habit of not paying attention to it because I'm still looking at the video preview. So, yeah. Anyway, this is the final area of this level. It's the school gym, and of course there are many Brawlic fellows in here. And I hope most of you know what Brawlic means, because otherwise I'm just going to be confusing you with my silly, my silly East Coast slang. I think Brawlic's a pretty universal word. It means it means Brawlic. I mean, if you're Brawlic, you're strong. You're real strong. You know, a lot of the enemies recycle voices. I mean, again, it's more diversity than the first game, but still. You would think, since this beam katana was able to instantly destroy all those treadmills, which are made of, like, plastic and, like, metal and God knows what, that it would be able to instantly cut through human skin. But of course, gameplay effects, that's just silly. That doesn't make sense. So of course, we have to deal with this shit. Like, look at these fuckers block, like, but then I just, fuck them up. A tactic that I really, like to use in this game, especially near the end, I used it a shit ton of times in the final level. You just do a full combo, and then, press B twice, because B, when an enemy isn't dizzy, is melee, and Travis actually has, like, melee combos, like he'll do kicks and punches and stuff. But those attacks actually dizzy an enemy. So if you just do like a full combo, a full beam sword combo, and then press B twice, usually the first punch will disorient them and they'll get dizzy, and then pressing B again, you'll instantly just grab them, and grabs are an instant kill on normal enemies. So yeah. It's neat. Anyway, I had a full ecstasy gauge here, but it ended up not mattering because of the nature of this boss fight. One good thing this game did was introduce variety into the boss fights.
After this, I'm gonna touch you down. A butt-kicking day to you all. Especially you, Cupcake. Mr. Touchdown, it's an honor to face you. Man, I love your name.
You gonna fight me with all your hoes?
That's my game, but we need a better arena, don't you think?
Huh?
Let's go, ladies! Santa Death Parade!
I thought something like this might happen. Time to bust out the toy Naomi made. Making his long-awaited debut, Glastonbury. Let's pop!
So, even though variety's good, I'm not sure how much I like this particular boss fight. It's interesting. I've never been able to get my ecstasy gauge to max in this fight. It's just too annoying to dodge. You can jump, and you can attack, and you can jump attack. That's basically it. Usually, I just kick him in the air, and then slash, and then he hits me, and then I jump at him, kick, double slash, back up, and that's the whole fight. It's definitely cool, but it's, I don't know. You know, the Santa Death Parade looks like, it looks like, alright, I don't know how many of you have seen Gurren Lagann, but you know when, they finally reach Teplin, and, the cover falls off it, like, all the buildings fall off, and you just see, like, the face, and they realize it's a gunman? It looks like that. It looks like Teplin. But, anyway, this is basically just a rip-off of, like, Gundam and shit, or at least the concept. All those super robot mecha anime, actually. It's not plural, it's anime. But, for some reason, when he's walking and you hit him, he, like, gains a huge amount of guard, of ecstasy. But, I mean, it doesn't matter because the fight's over. It's not hard, it's just like, I want to know what the ecstasy gauge thing does. But, I mean, whatever. This is a pretty cool cutscene.
Damn it! The power system's busted!
Time for the Hail Mary. Let's do this!
Well done, Travis. You are now 20 feet. How does it feel to zip halfway through the ranks?
Feels good. Quick and dirty's my style.
Gotta admit though, this does have a bad aftertaste. Ripping through a bunch of mostly harmless cheerleaders?
Well, I could nullify your victory.
Whoa, wait!
I mean, they weren't that harmless. You can tear some shit up with a pom-pom.
Good answer. By the way, the UAA will now confiscate your robot.
The hell you will!
It is too big, and it is a public nuisance.
You gotta be kidding!
Man, I had this baby custom made too.
Travis, don't forget you are not the only assassin clawing up the ranks. Being 25th means there are just as many below as above, and they all want you dead. So watch your back, okay?
Yeah.
Right, so, Charlie McDonald and his his plentitude of hoes dead. That puts us at rank 25. I don't like how this game kind of cheaps out at giving you a shit ton of boss fights, because I mean there are a lot, but they're just like, hey, let's just skip you way ahead in the ranks twice, really close together in the story. But I mean, whatever, that ends this part, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.